there's another great story of Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal traveled to Sham. On the way, he stopped in the masjid to spend the night. The guard in the masjid told Ahmad, the Imam Ahmad, that you need to leave the masjid because we're closing. And he said, I have nowhere to go, I'm traveling, can I just spend the night here? And he says, no, you need to leave because we're closing the masjid. So now Imam Ahmad went outside the masjid, outside the door, and he sat down on the steps to try and get some rest there. And so the guard then took him, not knowing who he was, took him by his feet and dragged him out into the middle of the street. A baker who was passing by saw this. And he said, you can sleep in my bakery tonight while I work. Again, not knowing who he was. This is Imam Ahmad, right? One of the great Imams of our past. So Imam goes with the baker and sleeps and starts to rest in his shop. And he's watching the baker bake. He realizes that when the baker is baking, whenever he puts dough together, he's making dhikr. When he puts something in the oven, he's making dhikr. Every step of the process that he takes as he's making his bread, as he's making his food, he's remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, saying Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar. The entire night he's making this tasbih. The entire night he's making this dhikr. And the Imam is intrigued. He says, wow, this is amazing. So he asks him, Imam Ahmad asks him, he says, how long have you been in this situation, making tasbih like this to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And the baker says, my whole life. And then he asks him another very important, very interesting question. He says, what have you seen as a result from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all of the dhikr that you make? Constant remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala while he's working. And the baker responds with an amazing answer. He says, I never made a dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for anything except that He answered it. And the Imam asked, never? The baker repeated and said, I never made dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for anything except that He answered it, except one. And the Imam asked, and what is that? He said, I want to have the chance to meet Imam Ahmad. And the Imam jumped on him, embraced him, and he says, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala kicked me out of the masjid, dragged me onto the street because of your dua so I can meet you. This is from tasbih, remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in good times and all times. The dua can change your life, can change your fate. It is a compelling weapon. It works only for those who are truly sincere and seriously using it. As Muslims, we should never give it up. It is something that we should be constantly engaged in, to counter our fears, our depression, our oppression, any adversity that we may seem. It is there for us.